is Amber Brittman, and I am the District Educational Technology Specialist, and I support the Thorough and South Atlanta clusters. Today, I'm going to introduce you to Paper, where it is a one-stop shop tutorial platform. So we're going to first go to My Backpack. Once you're logged into APS My Backpack, you are going to type Paper into the search bar. From there, you're going to see a screen that says continue with Google, continue with ClassLink, or continue with Clever. We're going to continue with Google. And it is going to take you to your dashboard. Okay. This is a teacher view, so we're going to show you how Paper looks for students. In the student view, you see at the top right-hand corner, a student can ask any question. They can let the tutor know if they need help in any particular subject area: English, French, math, science, social studies, or Spanish. You also have a navigation bar here on your left-hand side. So this is the home screen for students. You have chat history, review center, missions, and reading. I'm first going to tell you a little bit about chatting. So when a student asks a question, they'll type their question here and they'll press submit, or they can choose a subject area. So I already have a chat archived. So on September 18th, I needed help with Spanish. So my question began as I just need help with my Spanish numbers. So the tutor asked, what do I know so far? I share with the tutor everything that I know about my Spanish numbers. So I know 1 through 10, but I struggle with 11 through 20. As the chat goes on, we review first, and then she corrects any mistakes that I've made. And then we go into 11 through 15. So then I do the best I can. She gives me feedback on what I'm doing. And then we move on to 16 through 20. At the end of the tutorial session, she gives us the opportunity to ask any more questions. If not, we can end the session. Okay. Students can also upload their homework assignments to get a homework check. So we have a math homework assignment here. In this chat, I uploaded a picture of my homework assignment, making sure not to include any faces or any identifying terms. And then I get feedback. So she first starts by asking me if I'm sure I'm correct, because I clearly have made a mistake somewhere. And then she tells me to share what I know from class. She gives me feedback on a particular question that I need to go back and address. And then I'm able to answer her question, and she gives me more practice. You can also use the drawing function. So here I drew out my problem, and she gave me feedback. Amazing work. Then we were able to end the session. So it's important to note that the chat function is available 24/7. Okay. If we go back to our home screen, let's say we want to start a new session with French. We're going to select our subject. We're going to chat with the tutor, or we can get a paper reviewed. So with chatting with the tutor, you have the option of a text chat like what I showed you, or voice. It's important that we have these options so that students that don't know how to type yet, we're talking kindergarten through 2nd grade, they have a way to explain their issue and get feedback, and the answers come back voice. You have assignment check, you have step-by-step explanations, and then you get a daily answer. So if it's a question that you're stuck on, students are limited to one question a day. All right. The next thing that I want to share that students have access to is the Review Center. So in the Review Center, students have the opportunity to upload any writing sample and get feedback. That feedback is given as an attachment. So the tutor highlights any parts that need to be corrected, and then they give a verbal, if it's voice or text, explanation of the corrections that need to be made. Another function that I love is the mission. So this is a way to gamify skills practice. So you have vocabulary, counting, operations, pre-algebra, algebra 1, geometry, algebra 2, and trigonometry. When you select one of the missions, so let's say vocabulary, you'll choose the appropriate grade band, 3rd grade, and then you're able to choose a game. Okay, so here's an example of a game. The light rain provided a refreshing break from the heat wave that had been affecting the city for days. People went outside to enjoy the cooler temperature and the pleasant smell of the wet ground. In this passage, what does the word refreshing mean? Well, we know that refreshing means pleasant and revitalizing, and then we're going to check. Students are able to do this for any amount of time. At the end, we can always go back to missions and we can continue on through the vocabulary games. Students receive achievements, and then they can see their achievements here. So they earn badges, so challenge chick, avatar customization, feedback frog, so forth and so on. Students also have the opportunity to practice their reading. So in the reading function of paper, there's assignments that teachers can assign. And because I am a teacher, it gives you the functionality to assign. So once it's assigned, you can look at the total number of words, the word count per minute. The words correct per minute, how long they spent on the task, and how many times they completed the task. Teachers can also reassign, they can edit assignments, and they can progress monitor. So this is important if you're thinking about interventions. This is similar to reading progress, but this is in paper. From the student's perspective, this is what it'll look like. So on the left-hand side, you have tasks. You have the instructions, the read aloud, and any comprehension questions. When the student clicks this record button, it records them reading and only their audio. And so you get fluency check. So we're going to go back to paper, and we're going to talk about how teachers are able to use paper. So in a teacher view, the teacher has the dashboard where they would see all of their students, the subjects that the students are searching, any interests by category because the students complete a profile, any short-term or long-term goals that the students set. You can also see a summary, and you will be able to see the activity of the students. So here in the filter section, you can search a student, or you can search all time, and it shows the results of the student's work. So it can show the tutorials, chat sessions, and the transcript, and it also shows if a student uploaded any writing assignments, and it shows the feedback that the tutor gave them. If you need more information on tutor paper, please see your ETS and book a session with them. Thank you.